to recognize the earth around us as a part of us is the first step in walking in belonging and identity within the light within these things. And so if the majority is kind of brainwashed, then why do we want to belong with them anyways? It's okay to be different, and it's okay to have different ideas than your family, your friends. It's actually a gift. And however we fit in, whether we're an outsider or not, may we receive that gift as a medicine. Okay? And we must receive our inner integrity. Calling on assistance from Grandmother Spider, we will welcome only heart-to-heart chords between people, places, and things. Regardless of what and who is addicted to what, it matters that you cut the ties to anything that is not founded upon true love. And so I pray for the protection of fires from the Chante Ishtan Peta, the fire of the heart, to protect the future generations. For this fire, this fuel, this passion to continue to create spiral effects of change, so the future of this planet can be restored. The longevity and the sustainability of our passion to relate to our earth is continuous through our actions, through our embodiment. May us as people, as caretakers of the land, may we welcome in our sacred responsibility to take care of our planet for the future 7 generations and for the longevity, again, for the life to live on planet Earth. That we can take this moment to really see us a part of that lava, our heart directly connected to the Chante Ishtampeta, that fire of the heart of the earth. And remember, as we walk upon the whatever soil that we do, may we receive the gifts of grounding so we can walk in a good way and we can be a pillar of light for our brothers and sisters who are healing and overcoming generational trauma that hinders their actions, hinders their ability to call forth and to live in their creativity. And I just pray that the 7th generation, the next generation ahead of us, the next 7 generations, that they can feel that security within the heart of our Mother Earth, within the heart of their own mother, connected to Mother Earth. And I pray that they could see the day where our infrastructure is rebuilt into sustainable platforms for the long life that this planet aspires to have. And so within the sacred elements, the earth, the water, the fire, and the air, there is the power for your cleansing. So in the Universal Laws of Creation book, it talks about going to certain places, and even in a cave like this, to spend time in the cave, one whole 24 hours in silence, and that will give you the opportunity to cleanse. Going in the strong winds for 24 hours, that will cleanse you. You know, going to a waterfall and being in water for 24 hours. I mean, I don't know how healthy it is for the skin, but, you know, it's going to cleanse you if you're in nature for over 24 hours, if you're fasting, if you have a pure intention. Obviously not the people who are just getting off of alcohol or weed or you know, substances, but it is really truly necessary to feel grounded in integrity for that relationship to build with what is real again. Because when we're in cycles of addiction, it's like loops of confusion, loops of distraction, and loops of illusion. And so if we believe that something outside of us could fulfill us, then we could believe that something within us can heal us. And so if you were to go and stay with Brother Waterfall for a day, you would be clean. If you would stay under the desert sun for a day, you would be clean. I've done that before. If you would stand in the strong winds of the mountain people for one day, you would be clean. take tobacco to these nations and welcome the purity of your heart and your spirit. Because the innocence, when we're dodging innocence and our own innocence, then we cannot live in integrity, okay? So all these like relatives around us, when I'm like, oh, we have to connect into everything around us, but the only way that we can truly connect into these things around us, Mother Earth around us, is through being in tune with our innocence, with our receptivity, receptivity, and being in oneness with the fluidness of Mother Earth's, like, essence in her value system, and just the way that she moves. She's always changing, always flowing. But then again, we are also always changing, always fluid, ever changing, transforming. But does God ever change, ever flow, ever transform? And I believe that God's love is the one thing that could ground us, that is eternal, okay? That we could stay steadfast to this love and be our grounding pillar, because that's the only thing that's the same and that stays forever and that is eternal, that is in our experience, is God's love. Yeah. And so instead of wasting inner fires for mindless consumption of internet memes and or looking at people and their lives and even self-help videos like this, it's important to use your inner fires to fuel self-sustainability for self-perseverance. And what does this mean? This means to give birth to the future generations, we must remember our purity and innocence. This is the foundation of our inner fires working in harmony with our inner waters. See, and what does this entail? Okay, breath work. Breath work, honoring the inner fires, dancing, exercises, somatic movements, body work. Honoring the inner fires means to recognize yourself and everyone as a multi-dimensional being that always changes. That means letting go of those boxes again and welcoming your many facets and many emotions tied to fire, including passion, anger, and even silence. Means to walk in dignity. Okay, because how is silence a part of fire? When your fire is diminished and suppressed, that's what happens with silence. And so you have to honor that too. Righteous anger, people want to demonize righteous anger. In women especially, this is unfortunate because it is a medicine, okay? Unattached to agenda is the key to live in dignity, okay? This also means letting go of preconceived notions of self, others, and outcomes. Yeah, our self is really interesting too, to let go of our preconceived notion on who we think we are and just allow who we are to flourish. And, recognizing the difference between righteous anger and destructive anger within ourselves. Knowing your righteous anger is a gift to fuel change. And if you have lots of righteous anger pent up, running or exercise to help this will release, and it will be very healing for you. The winds, tate, and lightning people work with the breath of sacred fire, assisting our breath from the eye of the vision to the future, breathing ear to ear, welcoming gentle strength, which is sacred from that and which is from the earth, breathing from the top of the head down to welcoming Makatanka, mystery of the universe, heartbeat of Mother Earth, removing the veil of darkness and awakening the phoenix dove within. Welcome the sacred fire of truth in everything that you do. And so obviously it's not an overnight project to overcome addiction in family, but it is one step at a time. And that one step starts in our everyday life, and just having greater understanding could assist in the prayer that you have. And so this prayer guide is more of the foundation of which how you pray upon yourself and your body.